Hello guys, it's DiplexHeated here again, and welcome back to Men of War Assault Squad 2. We're playing the Great War mod. I am super excited to get some World War 1 action going here. A lot of you have been requesting it lately, so here we are with a World War 1 line defense. But before I continue, I'm gonna go ahead and actually start the battle. What a surprise, yeah? Huh? All the impatient ones out there are just going nuts right now. They're screaming, they're frickin' throwing their computers out of the window. They're not given the chance and option to write a comment complaining about the length of my intro because it's so damn short. But anyway, here we are. We're gonna be accompanied here by a smooth German barrage to kind of get us into the mood. We might hear a few screams, we might hear a few buildings collapsing. We just heard something nasty there to the right. A few light posts might go out and a few roads might get a little more bumpy. But that's just how the Germans do it. And there we go, there goes the... There goes an entire squad, almost. We do have the flanks still standing. They've probably shit themselves by now. We need a diaper in Sector 4. Anyway, we're doing the Battle of Mons, which was actually the first major engagement and action that the British Expeditionary Force saw in World War 1. So we're here in Belgium, early war 1914. And the Germans are on the advance. This was an historical battle, of course, but not be as historical. If you wonder why the screen freezes at times or the game freezes at times, it's because the Germans are on the way. So we've got the first wave coming in. Over 1,000 Germans will be deployed today. It's going to be a very, 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 very big battle. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. It's the best. It's huge. So we've got officers and machine gunners and whatnot. So pause. One thing. Hold up. Check this out. So basically... as soon as I say something wrong or do something wrong in my Star Wars or Warhammer videos, everyone jumps me. It's like, God, right? But as soon as I do something historically wrong in my World War I videos or World War II videos, few seem to notice except the ones with, like, weird Nazi names and Waffen-SS Grenadier icons. And I mean, I don't blame you. I mean, you know, whatever you guys like, but you're sure keeping an eye on that German material accuracy and whatnot, depending on the years and whatnot. But that aside, the Stokes mortar, 1915, the Lewis gun, 1915. The Belgians used it in 1914. And seeing as we're in Belgium, it makes a lot of sense for them to just be like, here, try our Lewis gun. It's pretty dope, man. It's American. I know you guys don't like that, but check it out. Check it out. So that makes kind of historical sense. It's plausible. So there's not going to be any tanks or anything like that. So we're sticking to the early war stuff. So nothing out of the ordinary. The Germans have a machine gun called Madsen 1908, and 1902. So it's 12 years old. They're bringing like a Chardonnay, 12 years old, into the Battle of Danish. It's a smelly Danish cheese they're bringing in. So we'll see if that's any good. It looks a bit like a Bren gun, so except a Dane designed it, so it looks very artsy and aesthetic. But yeah, I think that's all for my little break there. We'll continue the battle. I'm not gonna weigh down your minds with any more historical talk. I mean, you guys just want to see the carnage. And hell, boy, I don't blame you. This shit is sweeter than a cherry pie. Sweeter than a southern belle. Sweeter than my honey tickle bell bottom jeans. Fried chicken beer on a Friday night. Alright, that was completely made up, man. No idea. But anyway, the battle is on. The Battle of the Mons, or Battle of Mons. Just check it out on Wikipedia if you're interested in filling up that knowledge base with more World War I knowledge. So the Germans suffered a Pyrrhic victory, so seeing as they've already deployed about 160 men in this first wave, and seeing as they're already kind of calling to the retreat, it's not looking all too well. The Brits have probably taken a minimal amount of casualties so far, and it just shows the greatness of the trenches here early on. So the Germans did shell the trenches. We saw about like 20 shells go down or something. It could have been more than that, but obviously it's over a large area, so some of the shells hit the side. Some hit the side of the trench here, but no one actually died. So the Brits defending here were quite fortunate not to be hit by that. They do have a Guardian Angel above, so the Germans will be employing artillery barrages throughout the battle as well, in case... This is the fun bit, because, yeah, script god 101 here. No, I'm joking, but if they struggle breaking through the flank here on the left side at a given time or time limit, so to speak, they'll be assisted with artillery. So it's likely that it'll happen. So we're likely gonna see another more focused artillery barrage on this area right here. There's an... Oh, I think it already started. Obviously, the first wave didn't make it through. The second wave hasn't even arrived yet, so they're kind of warming it up for the next wave. The next wave is going to arrive at a better pace and distance. These guys marched in kind of like a reconnaissance, like a forlorn hope squad. They got mowed down and just destroyed, but the next units will be more battle ready. So we've got another barrage here to welcome the second wave, and we'll see if they can get any better hits here at the trench. So far it's been very spread out. Honestly, they're hitting trucks and shit back here, which is good, because there are positions here that need to be hit. This machine gun is no more, or at least the crew isn't. That one was very close. There we go. That's better. That's closer, but it... Close doesn't quite make it. We need a bullseye here, boy. A bullseye. I'm waiting for it. Alright, that's good. That's somewhere. That's on enemy targets, but here. Oh, that's close. Look at them. They're shaking, but nope. Tommy is still standing. Oh, it's beautiful. I do like artillery hitting buildings and just collapsing. Beautiful. I love it. It's great. It's perfect. It's perfect. But once again, it won't make Jerry happy. Here's the question of the video. Nicknames for the German soldiers during World War I. Was it like Wilhelm or Hans, or was it Jerry? Because all I'm accustomed to is Jerry, but that's World War II. So I am pretty sure that Tommies were still Tommies in 1914, though, and forward. But honestly, not entirely sure. Oh, that's some another bit of a freeze time here, because more infantry is on the way. That Stokes mortar is going to work as well. That's quite nice to see that the Brits have some kind of artillery support at the front now that the Germans have been shelling them quite severely. Once again, the trenches have miraculously not been hit, despite the several artillery rounds dropping in the area. Once again, it's all random. I haven't scripted, like, you know, separate shots that would take hours, so... But here's the second wave, and as you can tell, it's definitely arriving at a better pacing, more spread out. Bewegung! You know what they can do? They can do something that fucking gets me going. Every time they do it, it gets me going. We'll see if it gets me going this time. They're running. Yeah, I do believe he's got the ammo. Wait for it. Wait for it. They'll do it any second now. Come on. Do it. Do it. I'm waiting for it. I'm being patient here. And you know the Diplex curse, the longer I'm looking at you, the more likely you're gonna die, so... Come on. Alright, you'll hear it later. I'm not gonna get overly obsessed with that. Let's focus on this machine gunner ripping them up. It'll be interesting to see how many kills this guy has by the end of this wave, because this is only wave 2. Naturally, there's more on the way, but... Oh my god, I drank way too much of that energy drink. My bladder is about to explode. That was a nice counter mortar, right, though. That was nice. But wait a minute, where did that come from? Counter mortar, what the hell? Oh, maybe that was an artillery strike that the officer called in, because that shell definitely came from the enemy opposition here, or the enemy direction, rather. Language. Oh boy. You know what? I'm gonna fix you guys on this nice position here, and I'm gonna be back in record time. And this is a little unprofessional, but let's just see if he's still alive by the time I get back. And let's look how many kills he's got now. Let's just do that, okay? 45. He's killed 45. He's killed practically half of a combat active company, which is quite disastrous to lose 45 men to a machine gun crew. But I'll be back momentarily and we'll see what he's racked up. Glorious, I'm back. Let's see what number we're looking at now. 51's only 6. Ah, okay, anyway, so, yes. Well, there's another wave on the way. Talking about professionalism, I've had over 2,000 videos now where I've been stiff and somewhat professional and accurate and historical and documentary-like. Give me a break. If I'm going to continue this YouTube stuff after 7 years, you're going to have to give me the allowance to be myself for a second. And some people are probably thinking that this isn't myself, but honestly, this is purely Diplex. This is like that pure shit that you don't mix with anything else and just like sell for the highest price. So perhaps you'll like this. There, you heard it, the whistle, the charge. That was fantastic. Only he is really charging to the whistle, though the rest are kind of falling a bit behind. He's gonna run, he's gonna be shot in the right gut, he's gonna be like, that really hurt. I'm gonna crawl back and try. He's starting to lay down next to his friend. Oh, get run over and then be blown up by a mortar. But the whistle is really cool. When you hear that and people are charging, it's like automatic, so I'm not sure what triggers it, but it looks, and it sounds rather so freaking cool. That classic whistle, man. Oh, oh boy. How's it going, guys? Are we making progress here? It's a little slow. It's a little slow, but I think they're starting to accumulate some numbers here now. They're starting to get closer. So I've had to disable everything stays permanently. Yeah, I had to disable that because otherwise there'd be so many bodies on the battlefield that my computer would just crash towards the end. And I don't want a crash. I don't think anyone here wants a crash. That's a waste of time and effort. So we'll still have plenty of bodies to count. And I know how many's been deployed, and I can just do the math later and find out how many Germans were lost during this fight, because it's going to be a lot, to be honest. It was a Pyrrhic victory after all, so casualties are meant to be plenty here for the Germans. That mortar is still going, but they're starting to take a lot of fire. The first Germans are finally starting to cross into the trench. We've got those Danish machine guns spinning away here. I want to make sure that it's Danish before I continue talking, because, you know. Madsen 1902. It is a Danish machine gun, of course. It looks as funky as it does in game. Jeez. It's considered being the first light machine gun ever made. It was used in the Danish army all the way till 1955, so it was used for like 43 years, which is pretty crazy. Sweden used it too, Russia did, Germany, Austria-Hungary, France. Oh, it was in a bunch of wars. 8mm caliber. 450 rounds a minute. 500 meter effective. Over 1 meter long, and it weighed 7.5 kilos. That's a lot. That's like 16 pounds or something, so that's quite heavy. 16 lbs. Alright, so the Germans are finally starting to clear out the left side here. The British Expeditionary Force is forced to pull out a little bit. There's a grenade. You know, it could have been a grenade that we saw fly and land back there as well, but it looked like a mortar. It came from the above, you know. Let's get a look at this close quarter fighting here. Oh, yes, blown back. Oh, the whistle again. There's the second wave. Like, let's get into the trenches now. The artillery back here has really paved the way, so the next objective will be to knock out what's left here in this arms factory or whatever it is. So there's just a few shooters. The center building was knocked out by artillery. We also have the center position here, which will be hopefully knocked out quite momentarily or soon. Momentarily, yeah, that's the same word pretty much. We also have momentarily is like in a moment, right? It's just a different bending of that word. We also have a line of infantry in the top windows here. They're just waiting to open fire, so that's going to be a little trickier. Quite good cover. The machine gunner is still active, and if we look at him now, look at me now. 90 kills. This guy can easily rack up 100 casualties cost and inflicted on the Germans before you go. He's got good cover, and honestly, like, the German machine guns and infantry rifles aren't just hitting him. Anyway, then there's going to be a bit of a gap. Not a lot of cover here, not a lot of preparations, but we do have a line of defense over here by the center square and the ruined buildings that have gone down to, I suppose, not bomber raids, because bombers weren't really used this time, I suppose, this early, but more or less the artillery, of course, big guns firing away. We've got a church here that's fielding a bit of a fob. We've got another mortar and Vickers, and then we have the main headquarters back here for the battalion in the area defending Mons here. And they've got some good armaments and infantry defending here, so that'll be cool. They also have some trucks and stuff. We'll see if they'll pull out. The German artillery pieces are ready to shell all these areas separately and individually and in right time for the German assault. So we'll see if the Germans can keep up. They've got it on a time schedule, as you would, seeing as they can't really coordinate with the artillery all the way back there, and for spotters and messengers to get an idea of where the Germans are and how they're advancing. It's better to just try and keep everyone on schedule. So set your watches, gentlemen. Oh, he's not dead yet. His friend died behind him, and his assistant gunner has been killed as well, and he's still shooting away. He was just hit in the shoulder, I think. Look at all the bullets hitting the stone wall next to him. When is this hero gonna go down? When is he? He's already done enough for his king and country. This man will go down with a victorious cross. I hope that's what it's called, really. The Victoria Cross. Oh, there's that whistle again. Indeed. The Victoria Cross for Valor. The VC is the highest award of the United Kingdom honor system, and I do believe it was implemented in 1879. No, wait, what? No, before then. 1856. So after the Crim War, the Crimean War, yeah. We say Crim in Sweden, Crim. But yeah. He's still active. Look at him mowing down the German soldiers advancing on him. They stand no chance. He's in good cover, honestly. That's a genius position. Oh, but they're shooting at him, though. Like, how long will he stand? This is one of those really Pyrrhic assaults, and I honestly, I love it. Oh, he's finally brought down. The beast was finally stopped. He did bring down 146 German soldiers. One gunner. If he wasn't there to shoot, 146 boots would still be on the ground. And that is probably as many Germans as that are fitted in the screen right now, if not more. But the assault is continuing. You gotta love this kind of open street assault. The rifles, the bolt actions, and the artillery just hitting. World War I in a nutshell, and oh boy, I do want to crack that nut and bust it open and bust it. Want to bust that nut. Want to bust that World War I nut. It's nice. Nice. Okay. Hello guys, it's DiplexHeated again. I like saying Diplex with a B. Everything with a B is pretty nice. Like, oh, it's a epic game. I'm not entirely sure where the accent would stem from, so to speak, but could be a little Mediterranean kind of deal, you know, maybe a little Middle Eastern, could be a little Central America. Who knows? It's a little mix. It's a nice little hot and spicy mix there. Hello guys, it's DiplexHeated again, coming back at you with an epic battle video. Okay, all right, enough of that. That one more German wave of infantry. And there's still, we've still got guns pointing at us, so maybe the priority would be to throw hand grenades and bullets in this direction, so to speak. But no, see, that's what's gonna happen if you turn your shoulder to a 18 pounder or whatever this is. QF 18. I'm not entirely sure what it is. Is it a 6 pounder? What is it? Let's find out. It is an 18 pounder. I was right. It is an 85 millimeter QF 18. So we're still trying to nestle these guys out, huh? Tricky little Brit hiding up there. There, he's down now. And a hand grenade to finish it off. Oh! The next barrage has commenced just before the... Oh! What the... Oh! I'm joking, but seriously, I spent a lot of time setting this up only to find out that German artillery wrecked it. This is the brutal reality of war. It can look pretty, it can look nice, but a few rounds struck and boom, you made the Wikipedia page. Oh boy, all the explosions and ammunition just blown up. Honestly, this is all randomized artillery, and the trucks are gone. Look, they were parked here and they left. They legged it. They're out. They're out. We're leaving. We are leaving. So they're gone, but the infantry and the troops here by the church are still holding. So the new primary objective is the church. Once defeated, we can consider ourselves victorious, yet devastatedly damaged and battle-worn after this combat. They've lost so many. We've lost so many soldiers. Look at the wave of Germans. Look at the wave. Look at the wave following, just waving into the city. The wave is going into the city. I'm not trying to make fun. If you're the kind of guy that gets upset, a little accent, a little bit of this and that. I'm Swedish. You know how many people make fun of the Swedish accent? The Muppets and everything? Like, god damn it. And I'm not crying about that. No, I'm chill like that. I'm chill like that. You gotta be that too, or you can't be my friend. So, this line of infantry is getting wrecked right now. Not much remaining. They're getting blown back, so to speak. But they're putting up a resistance. That's the mortar firing. I do love the sound of that thick Lewis gun. Can I do a little spicy something here? Oh yes, spicy. Doing that first person thing until we died. Moments later. Look at that moustache. It's like Joseph Stalin. Every British soldier is bloody Joseph Stalin. Okay. The Germans are making nice use of this park as cover and whatnot, and I mean, I applaud them. It's not a bad idea. I'm getting like, I'm zoning out, man. My eyes are starting to cross stare and everything, and there's that whistle again. But this Vicker, oh, let's get spicy with the Vickers here. Why? We can watch it from below, get that kind of undershot. Some people like that. I don't understand why the silhouettes get turned on sometimes out of nowhere for no reason. Sometimes they just appear. It's the biggest turnoff ever to have freaking yellow and red soldiers running around the battlefield just because they're behind some kind of... Oh, I thought we crashed for a second, but I do believe we're nearing the end here. Rounds are hitting here and there. I think we need to establish a fact here first. We do have all these officers around. Can they actually... No, why am I instantly put into that first person mode? Chill with the first person mode. Is this an artillery binocular? Alright, let me see. I'm doing that. Is that going to call in mortar shells? I don't think so. But for some reason, there's a surprising amount of explosives ending up on the British side. And this could be... Yes, affirmative. This is the last British asset deployed today. It is a Vickers machine gun. And it's going to tear up some shit here. How many kills are we looking at right now? 57. Now that is very impressive for such a, like, brief moment here of action with this guy. No. Focus on the good stuff. They're right back there. Are you out of ammo? Are you reloading? What's the deal? You can't fire? Oh, you can. There we go. Okay. Meine Freund. Let's charge the machine gun. Let's do it. Let's do an epic machine gun charge here. Look at all of us charging. Angriff! They don't even dare to step up. Oh, they're getting freaking owned. Oh, we got one guy here with a hand grenade. Oh, he's gonna not throw it. Okay, so I legitimately even ordered the AI to get up there, and they refused. Look at this. Fine British machine gunnery. This is exactly, probably historically, also the reason why the Germans suffered such a Pyrrhic victory. There we go, he's finally brought down. And we're left with a bunch of screams. 123 kills, not quite as many as the first one. But that was indeed glorious. Let's take a look at the casualties here. The red are German. Shh. No. Okay, they're quiet now. Red casualties are German, and the yellow are blue. Oh no, the yellow are Brits. Oh mein Lotte Gotti, holy shit. Okay, alright. Okay, it's scary to think about. But, you know, it's almost as many men as we're actually... what the fuck? Well, that's just the rest of the battle elsewhere. We'll have to continue that another day. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys soon again. If you want to see more World War I action. My name is FPS Russia, and I am totally not relevant anymore. Anyway, if you guys want to see more World War I action, let me know by liking and commenting on the video. And I'll see you guys soon again. Ciao!